All right. It's time to see what happens. Oh, right. We're apparently looking at this room again. Almost 4:20. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. We played Dead by Daylight. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. That was the phone ringing.
Hello? This is Gerald. Sissel, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you.
Man, why doesn't anyone ever call me to talk to me? Control room.
Well, you'd better get going.
Don't look at me like that.
This long night is drawing to an end.
Yeah, looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight.
I'm the one who should be thanking you.
You're welcome, then. At the other end of the phone line, I adjusted something, and then I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go. Let me know if people watching, let me know if the volume is off for either me, the game, or Rhino, or whatnot. I had to do some adjustments on the fly. A single telephone line connects me and the other Sissel. But that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. And I just reached the center of the web. Google. I don't know who this is.
I don't know, just
Welcome to the Yanoa. Oh.
I bet I know who it is now.
Oh. Is it me or you?
I think it's your tiny blue man.
Detective Jowd? Nope, sure
it was
wasn't.
Yeah, my detective sense must have gotten rusty. Didn't even sense your presence here in the dark.
I'm surprised! Then again, we didn't know who he was, so...
What voice did I give him?
Kind of the same as Jowd.
That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind. Work.
Ah, there I am. Egad! Never thought you'd track us here. Especially seeing as you're a death row inmate.
I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. Submarine, eh?
But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew whether Yanoa was going to surface, confound it!
We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals.
I have a gun! Bleh.
The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it.
Good thing I think ahead. I have a little something for you. You're getting very sleepy.
Gaminella's given me some pretty weird presents in the past.
What about futures?
They always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch.
That's a giant-ass pocket watch.
I don't my hands.
I don't think it fits in a pocket.
Yes, Inspector Cabanella.
I hear he's an excellent investigator. I'm not looking at you anymore.
By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere.
Ah, Sissel, you mean? Work, damn you. Oh, wait, he took my chair, that son of a bitch!
You.
You can relax. That's nothing but his shell.
His shell, eh?
His spirit isn't here right now. Please leave a message after the tone. Beep! Most likely right about now, he's controlling your daughter.
Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please let her go.
Bah! There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here.
Bargaining chip.
Jesus Christ! Time for an enema! That was not good placement. Our nation has already researched it. This giant pill. This product that Sissel has to offer. The source of his powers. Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, that was a lot that just happened.
What in the world was that?
The Temsic fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Sissel is concluded, as far as we're concerned.
What are you talking about?
What a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Bye. Farewell.
And up you go.
Ah!
Launching.
What in the world? The whole room just vanished. I'm assuming this is me, not evil me. Detective Jowd, where did he go? I like how there's a baseball in a hammock. What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I better find them, and fast. Alright.
So many basketballs.
Oh! I was like, why the fuck is this telephone here? And then I realized, oh, this is like where that contraption goes to. Okay.
Yep. Remember it went up and put it on the table.
So you're here, huh?
It's Missile!
Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago?
I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog.
Well, with my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better.
Anyway, let's hurry and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla.
Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out?
I'm sorry to say I don't think it can.
Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together.
You got it. Telephone.
The telephone is ringing.
Wow. It's Miss Camilla. I just know it.
I don't haven't missed anything. Hey, Solar, basically you missed a little bit of lore, assuming you're caught up with the game so far before the start of this stream, we're now on the submarine that the bad guys are on. Detective Jowd is here as well. He found Evil Us's body, which is currently empty, and the Blue Russians have caused that room to disconnect from the rest of the submarine. And now
They
we're trying
also pulled a meteor fragment out of his body.
yeah. And now we're trying to figure out we're trying to find Lynn and Camilla right now.
And Missile is here.
Yep.
My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me.
Thought your nose didn't work. I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing.
You bet.
Sure hope it's either someone patient or a telemarketer on the other end. Alright, I'm sorry, I need to move out of the way. Oh, fuck. Never mind. Okay.
You're right.
That doesn't help us. They're the same thing. They're both basketballs.
What if you swap the basketball with the baseball?
I can't do that. Oh, no, that's the phone. I'm an idiot. I can do that. Alright.
I'm a genius.
Son of a... I didn't actually want to do that.
That black hello is calling us.
I actually did not mean to press A. I tried to press B. Alright.
But that was actually new dialogue.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything special, so... It was just hint stuff. So, okay.
You know what you must do. Again, Missile's reach is fucking massive.
Yeah. Oh, that works. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. Got a bad feeling about this.
Siso, look. The black hello. It came off the hook.
Uh-oh. I better answer it, fast. Alright, this was also me. Hello? Is anybody there?
Oh, Missile was right.
It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel. Where are you? Somebody please answer. Missile's reach seems broken. Yeah, but also, like, he can only swap things, he can't control them. So, that's kind of the downside, whereas we get to actually control things. Somebody please answer. I guess she can't hear my voice.
You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me.
Somebody help me! Lynn is...
Lynn.
She said Lynn. I swear to God! Lynn!
Lynn, you better not be dead when I get there.
Gun. Chicken. Was there another
That's
one?
it so far. No, that's it so far.
Gun attached to contraption. Chicken. I really feel like there's one other, but whatever.
No, that's all that Lynn.
Oh wait, no, I was thinking of the guy at the park. I thought that was Lynn for some reason. Yeah.
Miss Lynn.
Better hurry.
Let's go, Sizzle.
Son of a bitch! It's no use. Nobody's answering.
Fucking drowned.
I successfully killed Lynn. Yay!
Miss Camilla. And Miss Lynn. Oh, poor Miss Lynn.
Yep, she can't seem to catch a break. It looks like another tragedy has happened. How? I really gotta know how. The only way she could have possibly drowned with the air there is if someone held her head under there or she was knocked unconscious.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe we don't know she drowned. Maybe she just ended up in the water.
Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sissy, I knew you'd come.
Miss Camilla.
You say it twice.
Miss Camilla.
And Missile, too. I'm so glad to see you're all right.
I wouldn't say I'm all right, exactly.
It's either really dramatic or insanely stupid. Yeah, probably. That sums up pretty much all the deaths so far. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before.
What? My voice?
That's right. Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before, when he saved her that time.
That time I murdered that guy.
See, that was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. I was there too. Thank you.
I saved her before you got there. I
Yeah,
just
but-
did not do it without casualties.
Well, I helped save her properly.
I will sacrifice the world for Miss Camilla. I'm so glad I was born your little doggy.
Hey, Missile? Could you
What?
stay here and watch over your mistress for a while?
Huh? But don't you need my powers in reach?
I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. I'll come get you when I need to swap some balls.
Good luck getting 3 feet away.
After all, you're the only one who can protect her.
Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you, Missile.
Dog mode activate.
Nope. Monitor. Alright, Lynn, what do you have to say for yourself this time?
Oh, Sissel, you're here.
Lynn, what happened this time?
I don't know.
Huh?
I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case.
And where's Detective Jound? Is he alright?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
The room... God, why did that specific intonation sound so familiar?
Because you just did it to her.
I mean,
Oh wait, no. You said huh.
yeah, no, but I don't know why, but like, what do you mean you don't know? That just sounds so familiar for some reason. Oh, no, fucking I know why. It was from a fucking Bill Engvall sketch.
Ooh.
Comedian, don't know if he's relevant anymore. I used to listen to it when I was younger, and for some reason you just nailed the exact intonation of one of the skits he did.
Oh, okay. Yay.
What do you mean you don't know? Is he cheating on her? Was she cheating on him? Again, I'm not holding anything back here. I don't know. Anyway, the room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden.
Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red.
Yeah, I don't need a doctor or anything. Don't bother calling the hospital.
We tracked him with that radio transmitter, and Inspector Cabanella fired into him with the bullet.
You're welcome, by the way.
The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective John and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. Really?
Lynn,
I was imagining like a dinghy or a speedboat or a fucking rowboat. In which case, I'm pretty sure the other person in the boat would know you're there.
No. Lynn, you saw how Jout stealths around. He just curled up into a Jigglypuff and rolled around. Never saw him. We. The boat's rocking a lot more than the boat's rocking a lot. The boat's rocking a lot more than it should.
Why does my hair stick up even when I'm in a ball? Wee.
Is anyone else on this boat with me? No. Okay. I can't die. Why do I care?
The only thing here is us boat luggage. Yeah, Solar was on it.
Yeah.
Before long, the submarine drove back down again. It was weird that it didn't have any skin.
Everyone inside was drowning.
Detective Zhao and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla, hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here.
Ah, so you succeeded. Just like Jowd, you succeeded with a cost. Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead.
Oh boy, sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself.
I want to look too.
No, you stay here and be dead.
You can't stop me.
Fuck, she's right, I literally can't.
Hey, look, it's me. Camilla, are you okay?
No. Oh, wait, guess. What the fuck? I have a gun, motherfucker!
Camilla, you're not holding it right.
Oh no, hang on.
Can you combine the voices?
Hello, Lynn. Or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met.
Camilla, that's not your accent. Or your gun. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago?
Well, well. I see there's no need to introduce myself.
Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this.
Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. Oh, for fuck's sake. Telemarketers, am I right?
The phone is ringing.
It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead.
Jeez!
Oh, okay, you figured it out. I have regrets.
The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed.
Revenge plan?
It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution.
Well...
Knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up.
With my gun.
Wouldn't it be just what he wanted? To be executed by his own daughter? You think I didn't see him stealth jigglypuffing on my dinghy?
What kind of idiot would I be to not have seen him? I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge?
Nobody could possibly know what I've... That wasn't
You
me.
didn't pull the trigger yet. What in the world? An explosion?
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had?
Look out! Okay, good news. She did not drown.
She also was not shot.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand.
Of course not. You're not him.
She's right. I'm not him, am I?
He was going to shoot Detective Jown. Ask Camilla when he came to rescue her. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again.
How? I got crushed by beams. I don't know how you stop that. Also, you didn't have to add the again part.
Yes, I did.
No.
Whoops. No, not fall for that again. Not hitting the wrong buttons again. All right, let's see here. Oh. Okay, let's see.
Oof, in the chat. Girl already killed one parent. Might have been poetic to finish the job.
Jesus, Nether! Jesus, Nether Walker. I mean, you're kind of, well, no, she didn't actually kill him. Someone fucked with it, but kill her, rather, but still. Okay, come on, please step closer.
I think you have to wait until she wields it.
Yeah. Ring, ring.
The phone is ringing.
Blah.
Thank you. Oh, I can't do anything with it. Then again, I think I know what happened if I did do something with it. It's no,
Delivery.
can't get the line to work. It's funny. Thought I could use the phone in the past if somebody was calling.
What are you talking about? The receiver has me off the hook for it, silly. Don't look at me. I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now.
Somebody please answer the phone.
If you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
Alright. What does this do? Oh. That was simple
There you
enough.
What was that noise behind me? Nothing. Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver.
Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned it? It's not.
Come on, hurry. Now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be a pizza.
Pizza? She's right. I better check it out. Pizza? do you want to be this guy?
Hello? Anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. So say I, Captain Blue Russia. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving.
I'll go there at least to check it out. I feel like I'm probably not going to be able to do much here yet.
So it must be true what they say. That there are restless ghosts on board. Oh!
I guess this pizza's all mine.
That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Who is he calling restless ghosts?
Well, it's true neither one of us is really resting in peace.
Anyway, it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew.
I guess that means the fate of this sub has changed slightly. So I guess it'll take somewhat longer for the thing to pull out.
Underestimated. He's left behind his body because he's a fucking idiot. Enema!
Whoa, that was close. It's Detective Jown and a horse pill.
I saw this little deal go down once before. In just a moment, Man in Red is about to get his Temsic fragment taken away.
Ooh, switches.
It won't budge. Maybe it's broken. Oh well, guess I don't have to lower it right now. If I ever had to move it, I could probably get Lynn to do it for me.
Okay, what about the other one?
Nothing's happening. I heard a punch in the distance, though! Sure seems like it should do something. Maybe it's just some kind of ornament. What? Excuse-
What?
There we go, that was weird. Oh.
But where do you go from here? Can you turn the valve?
I don't know what that did, but... Ah! Oh!
Aha! Ah, quick, do the thing. Haha!
Mine now! Da-da-da-da!
Ah, the Temsic fragment! You're mine at last!
Yeah.
You can't hear the sea when you...
Just noticed all the guys in the window!
The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned.
Yes, farewell, sir.
A boop.
I go down with my part of the share. Sissel, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared with Detective Chowd in it.
Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Detective Chow can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady.
Can't believe this is happening.
Now then, I'd better hurry along before Sissel discovers what he's lost and comes after me. The Yanoa will be his coffin. May it lie buried here in the deep sea. Forever! Farewell, Sissel!
Aha! So that's the cause of the giant explosion.
Huh? What is?
Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo! It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you?
Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. I didn't have to say it. I knew it was going to say something about it.
Looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before the torpedo is fired.
There's no time. It's going to launch.
Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it.
What? How?
Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope.
Why was the I hope at the end the strongest part of that sentence?
Okay, here goes.
What? Why?
What do you mean?
Why is there a mouse? I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. Was this really the best move?
I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too.
How in the world did it get in here?
Huh, this looks like just the thing. If we clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving.
So what does that mean exactly?
It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this.
I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try.
But before we can do that,
Looks like we have to get something out of the way first, huh?
I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort.
The spinning black things, right?
Apparently their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. They must be pretty heavy.
I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage somehow. Oh, fuck it, start it up! Is that not what I'm supposed to do?
Maybe you have to, like, tilt them in some way?
No, motherfucker. Yeah, I don't get it.
Maybe do the check the hint thing?
Well, I can't check it now.
Oh no, we're out of time.
Damn it, couldn't stop it.
I'm so sorry, Camilla. I'm sorry, me. I'm sorry, Rat.
Huh?
I'll save you, gun.
All right. I can't do anything with this. I can examine the detonator.
This is probably the detonator. You don't press it, the torpedo will explode.
Uh-oh, better be careful.
But you know, there should be a safety device
Yeah, I
around
know.
here somewhere.
Yeah.
And put the safety on.
Yes, I know. I just had a thought. Does this throw off the balance, maybe? No. Okay, yeah, thanks, I know that. Don't need to see this every time. Okay.
What is the other hint they give with it, say?
The other hint?
That. Do you know how the torpedo works?
No, I can't say I do. A detective sure know a lot.
I saw it explained once in a book. On impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed.
Same.
That in turn sets off the detonator.
Detonator, huh? That must be that red button. So how do we stop it?
It didn't explain anything about that in the book.
Wow, detectives sure know a lot. Or not. Cool.
Yeah, well,
So we're
I
not
thought-
getting any
I thought-
new information.
Sorry, I thought they would give it a little more of a hint.
Nah, it's fine.
Can you spin that metal part, that middle part?
No.
Maybe if you maybe if you stop the back one so the rat moves. When it's down, I mean. And then try and do this thing. Or okay, just. You did a different motion.
Hmm.
You do know the rat is the main focus here, don't you? Only our missile was right here. Can you get anywhere else in here, or is it literally just these 5 things?
It's only those. Look the other way. For fuck's sake. Having one stopped and the other going doesn't do anything. Having them both stop doesn't do anything. This is whether it's on the top or bottom. Having them synced up and spinning at the same time doesn't do anything. I really don't need to see this every time.
Maybe if you squeeze him multiple times? I don't know. Okay, it's just the twice.
Yeah, there is absolutely nothing else we can access.
It lets you look towards the front. Does it let you look towards the back?
No, I tried. Think we need both the weight stars on the same side? Tried that. Doesn't do anything.
Question. Actually, wait, question. It says if only we had our missile. Can we go get missile?
I mean, what would that do?
He would be in here with us.
Yeah, what would he be able to do, though?
Well, the weights are technically different, different sizes, but we can get them to be the same shape. So maybe that would throw it off.
I don't think they're different sizes. I think we're just seeing them because of the angle.
Well, I don't think there's anything else we can do here. I think we need missile. Because that seems to be what they're focusing on in the hint.
Generally, though, if you... Okay, fine, I'll go back to the beginning. I don't know, generally, if you, like, need to, go, like, all the way back, they'll say it outright.
I feel like we weren't accomplishing much there.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can look around. In Ghost World, I mean.
Well, we can't do anything right now, because we need the gun.
Right, so we have to wait that long at least. And remember, you can fast forward a bit. Okay, never mind, we're good. What does that handle do? Nothing. That doesn't help.
Can't do anything with the monitor.
So I think you need both weights stopped on the same side. We tried doing that and it didn't seem to do much.
This did do a fate change thing when we came here. Lock both up, then operate the mechanism. Tried that, didn't work.
You tried it when they were both up?
Pretty sure I did. I tried, like, every combination I could possibly think of. I thought it would just be stop one when it's up and stop the other when it's down, and then it'll just go off balance as a result. But
Solar says you didn't.
Enema. Oh, the valve doesn't actually do anything. I don't even remember what this did. Can't get anywhere from here aside from this. I don't think there's anything else I can do around here. Like, I can access other things, but... What's this thing? Power switchboard. Okay, doesn't help. Can't do anything with it.
I guess I was just curious because there were 2 spots in the torpedo.
I think it was just to make it so that you could get it even if you went to the power switchboard or something.
And I guess let's try both up. Words. Words. Trick time. Oh. It
Are
was the
you
one
serious
combination
right
we didn't
now?
try.
I definitely did both up! I definitely did. I was messing with these things for so long. I was here for like 3 resets.
Maybe you just didn't let them sit both up for long and for like the 2 seconds it needed.
What the actual fuck? Great, we've dumped the little creature off.
Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device.
Right. There, we clamped the safety device on.
Did it! That should keep this torpedo from exploding. There's one problem.
Problem? What's that?
The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that.
Uh-oh.
What was that noise?
It looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine.
But it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Thistle, we did it! We saved the rat, and also me! What's the matter? You still look unhappy.
We stopped the torpedo from blowing up, but we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine.
You're right. I guess...
I
guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable.
Huh? Am I hearing things? Anyway, I guess we better get back to the present as quickly as we can.
Right, I'm worried about Camilla. Just mysterious missile voice, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in your brain.
We managed to
I
stop
am
death
in
for
your
now.
brain.
We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Uh-oh. Water is seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit.
Blah.
I've got to get them out of here. I better go meet up with Lynn. Torpedo and torpedo. And transformer, starter. The lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. But maybe I can use its movements to help me create a path. Did you take the gun away from her?
Oops.
Lynn,
Camilla, you're awake. How do you feel?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you.
And missed. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla.
Oh, Missile, you're here.
Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second.
I knew Sissy would come.
And Missy is here too.
I'm so happy everybody's going to be with me now.
As we all die.
Bleh.
Bleh. Camilla.
I said bleh.
Miss Camilla.
B-L-E-H.
L-I-C-K.
T-R-E-A-T.
Oh boy. I'm just imagining Missile like just going on his little paws like, yeah. Ah.
O-U-W-A-L-K.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I
Oh,
will
O-U-T.
open the door with my face.
O-U-T-S-I-D-E. Yeah, that one's too complex for me.
I'll get you out of here. Did she say out?
V-E-T.
Other Walker.
If it's the last thing I do. Aw, I think I'm going to cry because someone said vet.
Or whimper, as the case may be. I better send
Don't
a
you
signal.
sass me.
I better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here before it's too late.
Quick, signal her.
There.
Did that flashlight say bleh? It's Sissel, he's here. Up you go. Eh, water in my boots.
Good news, there are no toasters here.
There's a power system. I'm glad you're here, Sissel.
Sorry for the wait. Looks like this room is gonna fill up with water fast. We better get out that door as quick as we can.
We won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure's too great already. I can't open it.
What? What does water pressure mean? W-A-T-E-R-P-R-E-S-S-U-R-E.
Missile over there.
A-N-T-I-D-I-S-E-S-T-A-P.
For the love of DOG, let's go. Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here.
So the only way out of here is up, huh?
Exactly.
Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. Like a ladder or something.
Hey, look at that ladder. I wonder if we can get it down somehow.
You mean like if you raised your arm slightly higher?
Are you holding someone on your back?
Put her down for a second!
Never.
This isn't
I
fucking
agree. Never.
This isn't fucking Mario and Luigi. You aren't required to hold someone up when they're dead. Good idea, let's try it.
Never put Miss Camilla down. Never. Oh, and by the way,
If Mythbusters taught me anything, it's that once the pressure equalizes, you can open the door. Yeah, but I don't think we're going to be able to equalize the pressure here, because generally equalizing the pressure involves creating an opening of some sort. Like, if you're in a car underwater, you open the window, for example.
well, I think also they're saying if it was flooded the same amount on the other side, but unfortunately the hole is on our side.
That too, yeah. Holding someone on my back? Sissel's been carrying you all night. Jesus! Oof. It's true, but... Yes?
I can't swim. Neither can Camilla.
Don't you have any good news for me?
Let me think. While I'm thinking, could you save us?
You're thinking? I'll have plenty of time. Can you go slightly more? Can you hold the flashlight up a little bit more? I'm just... Okay, fine.
Aha, you blew the glove. Aha, a lever. Okay, that'll do, I guess.
There's a door here, too. But it's stuck or something. I can't open it. I'll leave it to your superhuman strength, detective.
Who said I had that? Can you
Wait.
not just reach the lever?
It just gets caught and that's stupid. And also... Okay, there we go. Yes. Sorry, I was trying to see what else there was.
You did it, Sissel. Thanks. Why did it take you so long to pull a lever?
I was having fun with a hook.
Why are you climbing it sideways?
Because she's carrying someone!
Does that
She-
change anything?
Yeah, one of her arms
Son
is
of a
busy.
bitch.
One of her arms is busy. Also, Jesus Christ!
Well, that was close. What was that?
Looks like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about.
Don't tell me there was a second missile. Oh. Darn battery. Sissel! The flashlight doesn't work anymore. What did you do?
And don't get mad at me!
Maybe the contacts are bad or something. I know, you can fix it with your powers.
Okay, now that's just taking things too far. Look, you've seen all the shit I can do, but fixing a flashlight? Calm down! Wait, can I actually?
Oh, hey, great. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something?
That's a cruel question considering the circumstances. Now all we have to do...
Is get to that door and we're safe. All I had to do is walk. Ah! Oh boy. This'll help. Ow! That was my spine. I'm dead again. Just kidding. Ow. What happened now?
Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs.
I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet.
Come on now, as if the latter could be true. You never die.
You're right, I'm immortal. Oh, that is rising quickly. Oh. What now? Water sure is rising fast.
Come on. You'll just have to go up to the top. See how I can help with my ghost tricks. Well, I think I see a familiar flame over there.
Ditto, there you are. How's it going?
VERYBAD.
Oh no.
How is it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you?
Of course, after all. Just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath.
Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies?
Of course. There's different sized fans.
Yeah, I'm trying to look around and see what all I have to work with. This is the thing that I used in order to get over here in the first place. Also, these fans are the same size. Wait,
No.
I think? This is medium fan. Medium fan. Ah, that one is actually slightly larger.
I told you this.
I can do literally nothing, so it's all missile. Alright,
Pistol!
alright, let's see. And he can't activate any. Wait, hang on. If I come out of this. Okay,
The water level's rising.
yeah, I was checking to see if the fans were rotating or something.
Well, what else can we do? Because there was a
Wait,
lot of
no,
stuff.
I know what. I think I might know what to do, though it's a little risky. You goddamn it, Lynn! Lynn, put me back! Okay. Okay, Missile, you wait down there.
Oh, hey! You almost got a staircase. These pistons sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge.
Might be just that. Think you can climb them?
If I wasn't holding Camilla, I probably could do it easily. Sisto! You're not telling Miss Lynn to leave poor Miss Camilla behind, are you?
Could you just be quiet for a minute, Missile?
No!
Those pistons sure do look like they could be used to our advantage. Okay, so I gotta...
Maybe if you swap the fans again. You seems like you got most of them except for the top two.
Well, the top two are the same size.
I don't know, man. Maybe there's a tiny fan somewhere that we can swap to.
Or maybe
What
I
if
just...
we check?
Maybe I just need to do
What?
this? Maybe there's just like a pattern I need to do them in or something?
I think we need a small fan. It's like they're silently pressuring me to climb them. Oh, I doubt they're doing that, Miss Lynn.
How much the pistons thrust out is related to how large the fans are.
Hey, Sisso, my arms are full, my legs are free. You can just move these pistons so they're a little easier to climb. I think I could do it.
Okay, so in order to do that, we need 3 different sizes of fans. Okay.
So we need to find a tiny fan somewhere.
Alright, let me do this, because it was, as long as it's like this, the top is the only thing that needs to be fixed.
Can we look upward somewhere for a small fan?
Let me just rotate these just so, oh, for fuck's sake, can I,
Like, Missile could just hop.
Oh, there
Oh,
it
look,
is.
tiny fan.
Well, no, the thing is, if I swap them, then I stay where I currently am, but I can't, like...
Oh, so you can't hop between them because
No.
you're supposed to swap them?
No, I'm trying, and it does not let me.
Okay, but now you can just do the thing.
Yeah. Nope. There! How about that?
Wow, this is great. You made a staircase for me.
You better hurry. I don't think that water is gonna wait for you.
Eh. 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 He. Wow,
Jeez.
that was sudden.
Whoa!
Calm down there, water. I don't want you to come up near me. Ouch! Now this steam is getting in the way. It's getting too hot to get through.
What?
There's no way to go around either. Think you could do something? Of course we can.
I'll admit, under most circumstances, I like prior to relatively recently, I would have been like, well, just go through it and deal with the heat. But now I know how hot steam actually fucking gets.
Oh no, steam will burn you.
Yeah, steam is like really
It can melt
fucking
your face.
Yeah, really fucking bad. You have to. Oh fuck! How do I get up there?
I think this is a missile part anyway.
Yeah, but I need to get up there at some point. All right.
We'll just stay down there. I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Oh,
got a bit of a problem here. Wait a minute,
well,
hang.
if you were where Sissel was.
Oh, okay, I could make it. All right.
There's a lot of pipes to swap. Let's see, which ones are putting steam out which way?
That one's
These,
doing it small. Wait, oh wait, no, right, direction, duh. Okay. Those
Those are going down.
Okay, this one down here gets swapped here. Yeah, please don't do this literally every single time I swap them.
Look at this. If I swap the pipes.
It changes how the steam comes out, huh?
Well, I get it because the cracks in each pipe are different, right?
So each pipe sprays out the steam in a different way, eh? But that'll come in handy. Nope. Oh! And I gotta fucking move around to do this. Alright, double check. That only goes down. So honestly, it's fine where it is.
Lane, can you get through that?
Let's see if there's a pipe that I haven't seen or something.
It's a big ass level.
No other pipes.
Oh.
Let me use this to get up now that I think about it. I think I might have an idea. Yeah, can I just do this?
Just turn it off. Hey, you got her to go forward. Here comes that water again. Oh, I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, Missile, it's too salty.
I think the more relevant point is that he's dead, so we can't drink it.
Whatever, just do something about this steam. Leave it to me, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Missile. So does that mean you can put, is there one that only goes up?
I believe so. That one there is completely dealt. I got it. Wait, no, shit. Hang on. Yeah, no, that goes up. So
What if you
needs
swap that one with the other one, with the one on the right?
this one?
Yeah,
That
because that one did it small, right, so she can get through. But you cut off the don't unpause, but you cut it off so it doesn't actually have any steam running through. Why did you?
Let me fix that. Sorry. I misunderstood what you were talking about. Okay. Yeah, I misunderstood which one you meant. There, how does that look?
Looks great. All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way.
Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward.
Ouch. Ow. Broken glass on my hand. Ow. Hot glass. Ow. Ah, this is gonna be fun. Look up there. If I could just make it to that door, we can escape. How in the world am I gonna get up there?
Don't yell at me.
If you want to yell, you can yell at me. Missile. How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it?
I think you just did.
Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with.
Yes, something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top with.
Hey, are you being sarcastic?
Yes. Alright, I had a feeling this was going to be the case since the beginning. Well, more or less the beginning.
It's your friend, the Hook. Alright, now this is what I'm talking about. Okay, raise away. Whoa. Once it fits, it bursts, don't it? Yeah. Yeah. You know what occurs to me? This door opens outward. Will this conk me on the head? Sorry, I can't do it. Open it. Hurry.
Is that any way to ask for something?
There's a valve over there that's twitching.
It's no use!
I can't budge it. It must be stuck.
Oh no.
Are you? Is it serious? Okay, I was gonna say it better not fail me just because I tried that first.
No. Ah.
That is not what I thought would happen.
Oh, you didn't expect the claw?
That claw. What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea. And I still want to try to make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light. Light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. The final struggle. New illustration! Hee hee, we're getting away!
Five 10 a.m. And you disappear at 6.
The upended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. That's made out of random-ass parts! My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing?
Ah!
Where did he get the sunglasses?
He probably got it off his body.
Why didn't he just use his body then?
I don't fucking know, man. Maybe he just put together the sunglasses.
I see you managed to survive, Detective.
Hey, you're...
Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Fortunately, I found these sunglasses, and that's all I really need.
Also, his control over objects, much better than yours.
Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening?
If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us.
I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? And... I mean, I kind of expected that I would stop using his appearance eventually. I didn't expect the sunglasses to stay.
Hey, you gotta make sure we know it's you. Sissel, look at you. What happened?
I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are. That's right. I came all this way tonight, trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am, too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge.
It
Do
is
I-
time.
Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth.
Seems like you were holding yourself back from realizing who you were.
I'm just taking a seat now.
Yeah, we're gonna be over here.
They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. Its engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull and it's sinking as we speak.
What are you doing here? I thought you had to deal with those people.
They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temsik fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out.
You mean they figured out the source of your powers?
Yeah, that meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time.
If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more.
Radiation's power effect. The radiation's time effect. Revenge!
These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research. And I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects.
And in my case, swapping objects.
Who are you?
I'm Missile!
Right. Exactly. Apparently, there are individual differences in the powers we get. And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah. My powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small, living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple.
It is? How then?
In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. Its radiation.
That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation?
On that day 10 years ago,
Smite.
Well, at least I know that death pose is canon.
a fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So, of course, I received special powers.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Running, 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 dead.
Dick
I'm dead
move!
now. Aren't the Temsic fragments still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater?
You're right! So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite? One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death.
Replay the moment of death. Ah, this is also strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else.
Yeah,
Who are you?
strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean?
Objection.
Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives.
Our lives?
As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate.
Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping?
It all went fine. I manipulated the Justice Minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped.
But they kidnapped the wrong girl.
Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me.
Huh?
Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsic. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsic fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, Detective.
Me? Is that why I died 4 times?
5.
Wait, what?
Gun. Assassin 1, Assassin 2, Machine, Chicken, Submarine falling apart, I guess?
I have had a heck of a night.
That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death.
What?
My body's vital functions stopped 10 years ago. But my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed. Not really alive, and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch.
God, how much longer would it have gotten?
Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with the scalpel.
So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated? Wow. I thought I was immortal.
There. Briefly unplugged the controller accidentally. Sorry to anyone who heard that that weird notification noise. One final target.
No, it was more like we heard a sploosh.
No, that was me drinking and then, yeah.
If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago... I'm still shadowing myself out, by the way. You don't know it's me. I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage.
Okay. But I was just a little kid playing in the park.
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
You were also carrying a plunger for some reason.
That's not a plunger.
What is it? What is that?
You'll see. Everything will be explained.
10 years
including
later,
the plunger.
and you'd become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see.
That's a trap.
My head is a banana.
What?
I told you who I was.
My name is Banana Head.
You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. So of course you didn't recognize me. The fact that I had sunglasses on probably also had something to do with it.
Well, no, like literally she was passed out.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Can't be him.
Meh. Anyway, what's up?
Don't you cool guy Wow, okay, so everyone has the range.
Except me, motherfuckers.
I took possession of you to make you shoot me.
I'll defeat you with the power of friendship and this gun I found.
Gun?
Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely.
Power!
The aim was
I think
off,
I didn't charge it enough.
and the first shot missed the mark.
Gun! Power! Gotcha, you bitch. I mean, oh no, what have I done?
The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway.
Wake up, how did you die?
Remember me?
Should I?
Nearsighted Shotgun Man!
Think your name was Jingo?
Nearsighted Jingo! Shotgun Man! Allergic to wrecking balls!
But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme.
Ah, son of a bitch!
I showed up.
Not the wrecking ball, no!
I was supposed to meet up with them after that. But then something went wrong.
What happened?
My body disappeared.
Aha! Inspector in White was responsible for that one.
My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back, no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble.
Why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsik meteorite.
Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temsik sooner or later. Okay, we're done here. Don't look around like you need to move your body. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush this submarine.
Oh no.
There are no cores that link from here to the water's surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and... There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape.
I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years.
You what?
This feeling, cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine, sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along.
Lynn?
Camilla!
Is it true? We're stuck here?
What? Go back to sleep. It'll be easier.
If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us.
Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry.
That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsik fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to.
Yes, we do. This will tell us where Detective Jowd is.
That present from the Inspector in White. We know his name! Why do we keep calling him Inspector in White?
He doesn't know his name.
No, that was me. That was like us.
That's right. Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this.
But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there?
We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers, right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, wait a minute. What about the torpedo?
A torpedo?
In any case, it's way too early to give up.
It looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope.
Come on, let's get started.
All right. Grapes!
Oh, they fed him grapes in bed. That's what that's for. The torpedo room, huh?
There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out.
Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control room.
Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jowd up, but something like that.
We'll climb up to the torpedo room, too. Up is definitely safer.
Okay, I'll see you there then.
It looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches.
I discovered this using this tape measure I found.
There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo.
Oh, that was the. I literally thought that was a freaking tape measure. I didn't realize that was the watch.
And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now.
Okay, let's try it.
Good luck!
I can't use. Oh, I think I have to talk to Missile first.
What will happen to these 2 ladies?
I think that's up to us and our powers.
What?
This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength, Missile?
Me? Of course I will. Count on it.
There we go. Okay. Nope. Nope, go on. Go around. Okay. Oh, I probably need to be where, I currently am.
Maybe
No,
just
still
hop
can't
the
reach
lane
it.
while you're in there. While you're in the missile. Or were you not in the missile?
I'm not in the missile.
Why'd you leave it?
Because I'm checking out what's down here. And, let's see.
I literally don't think this is even supposed to be a puzzle.
Keep hitting that instead. The puzzle is finding how to get over there without running into Missile all the time. The switch won't budge, maybe it's broken. I don't think the entire device is broken, though. Probably work just fine if only I could move the switch. Just to find a way to... Oh! Never mind, I
Can't do
figured...
it with his powers alone.
Switch the switches! Here we go. That torpedo looks serviceable.
I'll sit on this end too. Something's odd.
What is?
The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking.
Sinking?
Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened.
I don't know, but I guess I'll find out.
Right, okay. Hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you.
Okay, thanks.
Alright, I'll go ahead and hop. Alright, go ahead and hop into that missile. No time to lose.
I want to hop in too! I wasn't sure if there'd be any special dialogue. Alright.
I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head towards the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room.
Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back.
Okay, come on, Missile. Ah, that's why there's two. Missile?
I'm sorry. I can't go.
What?
I just can't. How can I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it.
Missile?
I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sizzle.
I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels.
I want you to go, Missile. What? But, Miss Lynn. Staying here won't change our fate. You staying here won't change our fate.
There we go, sorry. Just checking something.
But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen. That's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never, ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that.
Don't worry, Missile.
Miss Camilla?
I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry.
Miss Camilla! That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch.
We're ready.
Sissel,
Yes?
you can count, right?
1, 2, 3. We'll be fine.
That did not inspire confidence. We never really found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything.
And I'm glad I met you, Detective.
But we're going to see each other again. Right, Sissy? Right, Missile?
That's right. We promise, little lady.
Of course we will. I'll never forget you, no matter what happens.
Here goes, then.
Good luck, friend.
Hi!
Has it been 12 seconds yet? Ah. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light, of hope, reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Is there a mouse in here too?
And so I killed him.
Detective Chow!
I bet that big masked man did this. I'm going to bite him.
You better not, you might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is going to do.
Let's talk to Detective Chow.
Oh! Wasn't able to do that before. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd.
Who are you? Are you Sissel, quote unquote?
Please excuse my appearance.
Can't believe you made it here. How was Camilla? What about Lynn?
Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine Yanoa.
So the submarine is badly damaged. Why would you do that to his own submarine?
I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. I'm guessing it's not Missile, so... I didn't think he followed us. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd.
Are you Yomiel?
So you remember me, do you?
How could I possibly forget?
So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. But those people on the Yanoa were calling you Sissel. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Jowd?
Right.
About you.
Name drop. 10 years ago. You were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that?
Missile, go to sleep.
No. By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know. I'm in the top percentage of all Pomeranians. Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers.
I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multidimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. Oh, you know, just an organizational system based on the multidimensional theory.
As you do. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about.
To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies.
It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect.
I was the guy who built the core of the system.
The police arrested you, and then that incident happened.
He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent?
About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel.
10 years ago. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence.
What good were my powers? It didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, and I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering.
And so that's why you murdered Alma.
That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt.
What?
It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal.
So I want to point out here,
Yeah?
you remember how Detective Cabanela said he made two big mistakes, and the first was like grilling the hell out of this guy and telling him about how he was going to ruin his life for doing what he did.
Yeah?
And it turns out he didn't actually do anything.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
So just to make you realize like how much of a rookie mistake that was for Cabanela, and then how he probably realized that too, especially when the guy was proven guilty.
Yeah.
Or innocent.
Yeah, because like he did basically say like he was green and like he absolutely regrets it, and nowadays he's a lot more careful. I've noticed, even though his demeanor doesn't necessarily make that clear.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was a good character development point that you kind of see the end point of.
Yeah.
There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal?
A new life.
Life.
I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot. And the second was a rebirth for me.
Rebirth. New beginning, eh?
I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for.
A completely man-made life.
That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response in the end was betrayal.
Betrayal!
They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temsik was all about.
And you had no idea they were doing all this.
None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsik meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power.
Hey, I'm here too. How's it going, everybody?
By Inspector Cabanela and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then, they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary, peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Oh! Hello!
Save the park, but if you touch the meteor, I'll shoot you.
Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them.
No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person.
I know, it's like, wow, that'd be a crazy twist, wouldn't it? No, he's just weird.
Oh! Yeah.
That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale.
So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsik meteorite.
And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsik meteorite. So that's it, eh?
So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh?
Yeah. It's the ending I deserve.
At least there's one thing you must be happy about.
What's that?
You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever.
Well, shall we get started? Started with what?
Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course.
What? What good will that do now?
But we promised! We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we saved them.
And we can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now.
Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us.
Here we go, then. Back to 4 minutes before your death.
So, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There is only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped in here too. I think not, Detective. By the way, I am not human, Detective. And I have sick basketball skills. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? A robot detective? No. Country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all this trouble to do this? It's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There is no need for you to know, Detective. Work, damn it. Not Detective. Now is the time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Ah. Camilla, forgive me. Rat-a-tat-tat, Detective.
It isn't over yet.
It isn't?
Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small.
possibility.
In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning this situation around. Hey, Yomiel, do you want to just control your corpse or something? No? Okay.
Eh. Huh? What is it, detective? Sorry. Look at Yomiel's shell.
There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsik fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know with this possibility, no matter how small he is, that they are afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped, thanks to the power of Temsik. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death.
Right, but not anymore. The Temsik fragment has been taken away.
Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsik fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see. That means we can go back? Back to 4 minutes before your death?
But, wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there. Let's move, team.
I had a feeling it was going to go this way at some point.
What way?
That we would end up going back to 4 minutes before this guy's death.
Ah.
I had a feeling there'd be some sort of loophole for it. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. I thought that was a bullet bill for a moment. Hey, it's me. All right. This is definitely the final chapter. There is no possible way there's more after. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, there might be another one.
Hey, there's me. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temsik meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Is she trying to make a fire?
It's ready.
What is that? It's a plunger.
Nope. Hold it. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Now just calm down and drop that weapon.
Stay back! If you come any closer, I'll shoot her!
Readying smite.
Meow.
Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo! Might get hurt. I'm about to smite.
Ah!
okay. You're all right now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister? Look at baby Lynn.
Yeah.
I
Babby.
was just doing my paladin duties. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? I'm a paladin.
Ignore the dead guy next to me.
So that's a Temzik meteorite, huh?
It's beautiful. Oh, wait, no, that's it. It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. Still not quite used to the fact that that me is no longer this.
It changed all of our fates completely.
We can't stop Temzik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life.
I don't know.
What's the matter, Detective Jowd?
To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. That meteorite fragment doesn't get him. I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. Might not be able to change your fate of dying.
I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Oh god, we're literally... It wasn't as prominent before. We're literally gonna change the past and make the entire future different.
Uh-huh.
Damn!
Everything you've done tonight has had small differences. Like the fact that some people are somewhere different, some people live, some people die. What happens when you change something so far back?
I think it basically means that everything I've done up to this point has been pointless except for getting here. Because I'm pretty sure that if we do this, nothing that happened tonight would have actually happened.
I guess we'll see. Let's get started!
Alright.
Anyone else notice the creepy statue is here?
Yeah, I already have a theory on what to do.
By the way, in case you're curious what Lynn is doing, she's cooking a yam.
Oh, I really thought it was just a plunger!
Nah, it's a half yam on a stick. It does look a lot like a plunger.
Nozzle.
So, stretch!
Oh no, it's a sweet potato.
A yam is a sweet potato, Max.
Look, I don't know food, okay? I just eat it. I don't know about it. Okay, so there's nothing I can switch right now. I think I need to wait. Also, wait, she has a core? Oh no, that's her headphones, right? I was very confused for a moment.
Might want to check the things when you can. It's ready! Now, why Lynn is doing a fucking cookout in the park on her own is strange.
Ah, damn. I was kind of Hey, it's a cat! Oh, okay. What in the world is this thing?
Oh boy, you even forgot what a sweet potato is. It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good.
There's nothing like them on a cold winter's day.
They're sweet and they smell delicious.
These guys sure are making me want to try one. Headphones, turn up!
Yeah. What are you doing? You're going to hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
You really startled her. You made her drop her sweet potato.
I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. We saved the day!
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, so hang on. So okay, so I can't do the okay because they're not the same shape, right? Okay, let's. Ah. Okay. Ah, damn it! No, I missed it. It's not going to come back, is it? All right. I know what to do.
Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn Sweet Potato.
All right, you need to get over there. Get that out of my face, please! Woo!
Oh, look at that sweet potato. That big, scary sweet potato.
That's not a sweet potato, Missile. That's Mino.
Oh, right. Of course. But look at them, the potato and Mino. Right now, they both have the same shape.
You're saying you could swap them, huh? Good idea, Missile.
Okay, here I go, and I'm going to need your help.
My help? I can't get over there. Hmm.
I think you need to get the potato higher.
Yeah, but I think I know how to do that, but I can't get to the nozzle. The nozzle over there. I imagine I do that. But
Nozzle for Kuzka.
let's see.
Maybe you needed to ride the potato over there? Or was that not an option whenever you were doing it?
It kind of took control away, so I don't think so.
There's got to be some way you could get over there. Is there another object Missile could swap you to so you'll then be closer? Like, can you swap nozzles?
I can't. No, they're too far away, and also I can't swap to something that I'm inside. That said, yeah, no, and these two are too far away. I think I have a theory. I'm gonna try riding the potato. I don't know if it'll work, but all right, you go over.
I want that quote on my desk by Monday.
All right, this is gonna pop up and block my vision. Oh, there we go. I could.
Oh.
I have an idea. No. Oh, fuck. No, because I can't go over to it without swapping. Shit. There we go. That's what I needed.
Oh, look, the lamppost is bending. But it hasn't broken yet. Really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. Might just hold out for a little while longer.
If I recall, Temsic fragment smashed through the glass.
Smashing, Marianne.
Through the glass lantern on its way down.
But if Mino sits firmly in the way,
then fate should change! Wait, what else do I need to do? Also, I am absolutely stuck here. That does nothing.
aha, you changed the light bulb.
I think I'm just supposed to wait at this point because I can't actually go anywhere with either character. Or wait, hang on, maybe... No. Okay. Alright. Come on, Mino. There! How's that?
Look, the fragment's course. It's changed a little. Now Yomiu's fate really should change.
Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? Oh no, that was the other me. In its path? No!
My leg. Ugh.
Detective Jowd! The Temsic fragment shot through his leg!
What?
But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet.
Come on, put it down.
Huh?
Jowd, put the gun down, now! If you don't, you're going to shoot him.
I don't know if it's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver.
Put the gun down. No! I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen!
Oh my god! Missile! The bullet is stopped in midair!
I'm here, inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something. What? With what?
Detective Jowd, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Get hit in the face by a fucking sweet potato! Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. I don't know about that choice.
I mean, I don't think I had many other options. Look, he said he was fine dying as long as, like, he wasn't immortal, right?
You literally stabbed him in the back.
He's gonna die properly, at least.
Yeah, funny fucking bleeds out.
Oh no, we stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive.
Really? What?
I'm not dead. I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still, this fate is just too painful to watch, in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. Oh no! The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. They put a little too much emphasis on the fact that was barely staying up.
Look out. Wake up, you gotta get out of there. Damn it, my leg won't work. It's all over, we're out of time. Miss Flynn!
It's not over yet!
But there isn't anything else to swap with.
Why don't we just let it play out, and then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that! Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but
but her memory of it will remain, like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen. Not if I can help it.
But what can we do now? Even if we work together.
I think there might be something that can be done.
What is it? What can Sissel and I do?
Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yomiel! Sissel, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it! Just trust me, let's go! Alright, I'll try to move there. Now, gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it! Give it your all! And remember, you'll only have a split second. Got it! I didn't even bother reading that! Now it's your turn, Missile.
What? Me? But what can I do?
I think you know the answer to that.
Okay, got it.
You could swap them! Okay, thanks, game. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position.
But even if I spot them, it'll still be right above Miss Nin.
Don't worry.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Mino. What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped.
Oh, it helped all right. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right. I'm going to save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. That thing is falling very slowly!
Ooh. I think someone lost some legs. Ye gods. Boy, I hope I'm dead now, because otherwise I have been stabbed and crushed.
Also, I'm sorry. I kind of can't take that very seriously because Mito fell at such a cartoonishly slow pace.
I think it was like people can move surprisingly fast when adrenaline is hitting them, so I think that was like a slowed down time thing going on.
Yeah, but it also happened earlier when I was doing the sprinkler. Like, I turned the water, it went on, it reoriented itself, and it started pushing something. And that all happened at the time it took it to fall like a foot. I don't know, it just bothers me a little.
Ah, you're awake. Hey, mister, is your knee okay? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. It was lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is you're not hurt. You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a paladin. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... what's that? This is a paladin's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. A paladin's badge?
T-pose!
Assert dominance. Okay, you know what to do, little detective.
I'm getting another sweet potato!
Ugh, fuck my leg. Ugh. How are your legs?
Bleh.
Yeah, that's about what I thought. Are you alive?
Yeah, sadly.
Hang on. Help is coming. I don't know, you kinda said call the police and not an ambulance. What made you do such a reckless thing?
To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me.
I see.
But, you know, I'm glad it happened.
Damn, she's back already. Hey, mister? I found this kitten. It was over there. Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kind of limp. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. It's funny. Doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Bleh.
Meow. Well, it looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel's. Sissel? The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years.
This is Yomiel talking.
No, I know. You were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend. I'm a cat, motherfucker!
Surprise, Max. You were a cat and I was the dog.
Holy shit, this explains why I can't read!
It explains why you can't read. It explains why you abuse rats.
It explains why I don't know anything about anything.
But you know, like, survival instincts.
What's an execution? I think... Oh god, do I keep my normal voice now? I don't know if it fits anymore.
Yeah, just keep it. It's your voice.
I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world.
Hold it. Bang. Gun. Gun.
Meow! Somebody, please look at me.
Huh? Oh, kid. Shoo. You might get hurt.
Somebody, please reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at the time. I had lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore. But I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the Black Kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back.
I'm a little stiff.
I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house.
Doesn't look like he hurried there.
But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was.
So when Yomiel said he lost everything, he was not kidding.
Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness, with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects. But then, after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light. Or at least that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away.
That's me.
The Black Cat.
I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away, after all.
So you borrowed the body of your old friend.
Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible.
What was that?
Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead.
What? You know how you said that first shot was significant?
Yeah, I had a feeling this was going to lead to something like this.
I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought.
But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag.
Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the
2D perspective fucked with me.
It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death? If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now! That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you.
In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate. And I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too.
Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? Oh, I guess so.
Fate averted.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
So, Yomiel. Looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure.
Yes, and I'm glad, too. I think I kind of... I don't know who that is.
I think it's you, but go on.
I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. Oh no, it's Lynn. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She
Technically,
saved
I was
me.
right. It was Yomiel quoting Lynn.
She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. I knew 10 years later was just born.
Right. We should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see what's in Miss Camilla again.
So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime.
That's the way this game of the dead works, eh?
And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel. Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It'll be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomiel? Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomiel.
Sissel?
Oh, right, you're here.
Are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't.
Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then.
Sissel, I'll never forget you.
I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy.
Well, looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat.
Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning. And now, we're each going back to our own new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again.
This one is me.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you.
Oh, hey!
Dun dun dun! Before I cease to exist.
Oh, it's you!
Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again.
Yeah, the Pixar logo!
Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I hoped. I really am grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you.
But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory.
Yes, I know that. I know all about you.
Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you?
Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fate of many people tonight. The first of which was hers.
Ah, I'm allergic to Wrecking Balls! Ah!
If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature
Named Missile.
After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment.
He really does have multiple tails!
Company. Hello. What do you have there?
Hey, I'm here too. What's up?
Hello.
Alright, well that was rude, buddy.
They stole a wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind.
Jesus Christ, they killed Camilla too?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Could fuck her.
In the timeline we saw, they just tied her up even when they killed the dog.
I guess at this point they were making sure there were no witnesses.
Huh.
However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress. And that's when a miracle occurred.
What? Look at that! The powers of the dead! But how?
He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not?
Hey, wait a minute.
We didn't need to see that, but...
That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy.
Oh my fucking god.
But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects.
You needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady.
The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death.
What?
It's rewind time.
Thanks, Will Smith.
He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold.
So that was you, huh?
It is I. Old Pistol!
Okay, I started piecing it together. I didn't think we would see a new sprite for him.
That's right. I miss him. 10 years is a very long time in dog years.
You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own. So you decided to wait the 10 years out.
Exactly. And then, at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I had grown old and my powers were weak. So I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me.
But wait a second. You were able to manipulate that desk lamp.
Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened. But I became able to manipulate small objects.
But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself?
Because I couldn't.
Huh?
From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do. Like travel through the telephone lines, for example.
What?
It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power.
Fast travel!
Especially if you're trying to chase somebody.
There's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me?
Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before on that night the first time around.
We what? We met before?
From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the ghost world paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you.
That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well.
And then you did a dance for some reason.
Ha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha.
I appreciate you remembered that. You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me.
Well, I am a cat and you are a dog. I mean, I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
That's what you said in that exact voice. And then you disappeared like an asshole away over the telephone line.
I'm really sorry I didn't help you.
And I'm sorry I cursed, but as I am old, I do not give a fern.
Oh, I'm a
That's why
cat.
I
I don't
decided-
care at all anyway. Bitch. Haha.
Such rude young people.
Hey, you're literally a son of a bitch.
I know. That's why I decided that this time I would use a desire of yours to our mutual advantage.
Mutual advantage.
The only thing you were interested in finding was your own lost memory.
The only thing you were interested in was finding your... Okay, no, yeah, that is correct. Okay.
If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to Yomio.
What?
I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit.
A time limit?
That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever.
I probably would have lazed around.
If that had happened, it would have all been over.
Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist?
Oh, that completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. Food you.
Aw, man!
But I just wanted you to use your time wisely.
Oh boy. I hate to admit it, this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way.
Oh, oh, oh. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now, it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I.
Missile.
I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Missile. So you waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh?
Of course. Because that's what doggies do.
I think Missile needs a TREAT.
Yes. Yes, I do. Now then, farewell, Sizzle.
And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present, Samurai Jack. God, this chair sucks. Huh? How come it's dark? Oh, sorry.
Actually, this. I'll just turn on the lights here. Click. Why am I getting deja vu?
Lan, don't you fucking dare!
Oh, the candles. Ah!
Were you surprised?
You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death.
Yay! Almost murder! Yippee! It worked! Almost murder!
It's not even my birthday today.
It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made the surprise for her, but it came out so well, I wanted to use it again. Without a gun this time!
That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right?
Really? Thank you, Detective Jowd.
Dad, you're home!
Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. She's a paladin in training.
Hi, Camilla. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Lynn! Congratulations on becoming an almost paladin! I think that means you're a cleric? Huh?
Is something wrong with being a paladin in training?
You have one of those badges too?
Oh, this? Yeah.
I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. I'm a detective! I mean paladin too! But yours looks a lot older than mine though.
How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn?
What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective paladin.
It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day?
When you gave me this badge, I knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow.
Destiny, eh?
And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me.
That you will. That you will.
I'm here too!
To quote the chat, meow, that's right. Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're that same little kitten.
That's right, the very one.
You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten.
Still a kitten?
Yep, he never got any bigger or anything.
Wow, what a mysterious little fellow.
I know, right? His name is Sissel.
Sissel. Seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before.
I saved you 5 times! I think Sissel likes you, Lynn.
Fun fact, Max. This is her only speaking line with the portrait. And you voiced her the one time we saw her in which she didn't have a portrait.
Oh. All right, everyone, let's start the celebration.
Would you like another fun fact?
Okay, Mom.
What is it?
If you count them all up, you saved 9 lives tonight.
I assume Lynn counts as 1.
I think Lynn may count as 5, but I'm not sure. I'd have to go through the math.
Lynn, Lynn, Alma, Missile, Camilla. I'm not going to count the cat because that's us.
You
Yomiel.
didn't technically save Alma because that was an indirect one.
You mean like specifically ones that, okay, then that was
Yeah. So
that-
the detective from the park,
so
guy from the park,
guy from the park being so there okay,
the hippie guy from the park, and then the detective.
Cabanella, so Cabanella, Pigeon Man, ball hair guy from the park, Detective Jowd, Yomiel, Lynn, so that's 6. Camilla, I guess? I actually don't know if that would count. Camilla?
Well, let me go here in order. So, Lynn,
Okay.
Missile,
Yeah.
Camilla, Detective from Park, Crazy Guy from Park.
Wait, who's Detective from Park? Oh, right.
Remember
No, now
the
I
guy
remember.
who was in the van?
I was thinking Park, and I kept thinking the junkyard.
Yeah, no. Detective Jowd, Detective Cabanela, Pigeon Man, and Yomiel. 9.
And that's just the people I helped directly.
Uh-huh.
I'm a cat!
What about
What-
the Minister? I mean, I guess maybe if you say that Missile was technically dead at the end and replace him with the Minister.
See.
I
I was
bet you're
thinking-
just like me.
I was thinking maybe Camilla wouldn't quite count, because I'm pretty sure whenever we saved her, it was indirect. In fact,
Oh
I don't.
yeah, true. She didn't actually die, did she?
Yeah, the only time she died was when we didn't help out at all, and so Yomiel went to the apartment.
Yeah,
So-
so we'll swap her with the Minister, and then it's still 9.
All right, thanks, Missile. Swap them real quick.
Whoosh. Your destiny led you here somehow too.
Give me treats.
And so we meet again, Sissel.
Oh, thank God you remember. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something.
How to read.
Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. I'm a cat!
An immortal, superpowered cat.
Jesus Christ, everybody! Almost just like, what the hell? I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Hey, spaghetti! Hey, credits! Did the meteorite
Solar,
end up...
You nailed it.
It passed through Jowd, and then we were unconscious when we weren't before. That might be why we don't age, just like... Oh, so yeah...
Oh, look. They're both here.
Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn!
Like I said, it isn't my birthday.
I thought I was coming out of the flowers.
Missile! Hey, Missile, I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort.
The birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby. I get spaghetti!
So yes, you are an immortal, superpowered cat because the meteorite is in you.
Yeah. All right. Whew.
And now we see what else changed.
I got promoted. I got promoted. There. How do you like it? Not bad, huh?
But definitely not good.
Maybe now I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanela.
What kind of example is the inspector providing for his men?
I'm here too.
Now we have to remember all our voices.
Yep. Who the fuck? I don't even remember this guy.
That's the commissioner.
Here's your food, gentlemen.
Emery, what are you doing here?
I heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today.
So you're taking a part-time job and just here again just for these drop.
I can neither confirm nor deny those allegations. Oh, you have no idea the lengths I go to reach my goals. I'd even commit murder.
And there's the Twinkle C and she bugged the chicken again.
Ah.
La la la. La la la, I've never cooked this way before, so exotic, so exciting. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and fenugreek curried chicken paradise.
Is this really necessary, this new curry chicken menu item?
Oh, but our very best customer requested it. Now good luck with the taste testing.
More chicken.
Look at all those bones beside her! Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? Fuck. I'm waiting! Of course, fucking sausage head.
See.
I thought the very best customer would have been Lynn, honestly. Are you sure we really need all these explosives?
Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said.
Wait a minute. 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams!
I'm rich!
Hey, I
Buy
got
more
a
chicken! I would like to buy the big chicken.
So this is where you work, huh, Papa? Oh God, no! That's right, sweetheart!
Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories. The indiscretions of a minister, perhaps.
Now, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel?
Here is to the stodgy mind of my darling husband.
Ow!
Cheers.
Ow, my face! Oh man, who else are we? I can think of like a couple other characters, and I'm wondering if, like, we're probably gonna see Ballhead guy. Oh right, these guys. Huh. This deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say, these grapes are quite good, my man.
You know I was about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Be forewarned, sir.
Egad!
Oh, my head.
Keep it together, man! Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now! So they were never stopped!
Yeah, but they're doing other things.
Damn it, Blue Russia. Yeah, this is another one of the guys I was wondering about. Love, peace, and pigeons! Long live rock and roll!
Because there were no manipulator incidents, I get to do this independently.
Hey, I want to go over there to the pigeon guy who's doing music. Yeah!
Look
Go!
at the pigeon's head banging.
Yeah!
Read my pamphlets. Stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here. Read my pamphlets. Read my pamphlets. Read my pamphlets.
All right, I have no idea who else we're gonna see now. I'm out of it. Well, aside from obvious, I assume we're gonna see Yomiel like at the end. Oh yeah! Panic dance! Gotta do the panic dance!
Today's the day, you know. He's finally getting out. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that.
Then let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations! We do this when we have a stomachache! We call it Dance Away the Pain!
Oh, I'm real interested in that one. You can show it to me, say, next week.
Stomachache dance! You got it! Stomachache dance! Panic dance! Stomachache dance! Oh god! I don't know how many dances I'm doing! I thought that MCD all staff, I thought that was like McDonald's all staff. Not what I expected.
Painting really does soothe the soul. 10 long years, Yomiel. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. That's his fiancée, not Lynn, by the way.
Okay. We don't get to see what he was painting? Thank you, Sissel. Yeah, it does look really weird on him.
I think it's just the standard prison issue painter smock.
Meow.
That's what he was painting.
Ah! Meow. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must knock this moon off of where it's sitting. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. Hi, I'm here now. Hey, what's up?
Sizzle's like, my powers evolved to where now I can jump into images. And thus ends Ghost Trick, a story about two pets who wanted to save their masters.
That was good.
Yay!
This game doesn't have a sequel, does it?
Nope.
Eh. I mean, I don't
It's
really.
a pretty
Admittedly, I don't.
self-contained story.
Yeah. Also, admittedly, I don't really know what else they would do, but that was definitely very good. I liked that.
Yay! I'm glad you did. I personally am always a fan of people's reaction to the old missile twist.
Oh, I admittedly saw it coming like a few paragraphs ahead because of they pointed out Missile died right next to that thing, but seeing the actual portrait.
Old missile, my machinations stay undetected for many years.
For I am a master of deception. Ooh, a ball. It still bothers me that he has 4 tails.
By the way, I heard that this dog was actually based off Shu Tagumi's real life dog that he loved very much. So much so that he made him a main character in this story.
I want the donut.
And you're like, are you sure you want it to be a Pomeranian? The tails wag so fast. He's like, yes, make it to Pomeranian.
I enjoyed the game and the voices you two do. Doing the voices was really fun.
I'm glad you like it, Netherwalker. That's like half the fun of these types of games for us.
Yeah, especially seeing a character and not knowing necessarily what their role is going to be, and just based on how they act at first is what the role is, and that's how the Justice Minister started sounding like this all of a sudden. Oh!
And now's the point where they added the new stuff in, and I'm real curious what all that post-game stuff was.
Yeah, because the post-game stuff is the ghost puzzle. I assume it's not story-related. I imagine it's basically just, more puzzles like the things that we did throughout the game.
I would assume so, but I don't know.
We'll find out once the credits finish, because I can't go past them. Oh, never mind, we're done anyway. Did you get the donut missile?
Bark! There's another one up there. It's between the C and the M.
Obtain the new illustration! The thing that killed Yomiel! You can change the background. Hey, I can be a cat! You know I'm gonna do that now. Hang on. Options. Display. Is that the right one? Yes, background. Sissel Spirit. Lynn. Plain Blue. Boo boo boo. Sissel Cat. That's not Sissel. Where's okay, Sissel Cat. There we go. We're gonna be a cat for this. Alright. Now, so 23 out of 30 achieved. I'm guessing these are, captive on the roof, take aim and nail it on the stick. Fail by keeping the ball away from Mino? Oh, so these are challenges for failing. Nah.
I think they're special challenges or something.
I don't need to see that video, Ken. Hey, it's me. Aww.
Wait, what? Where was this from? Oh, these must be alternate as that's a new one. We never saw that.
I think these are either concept art or just things that we didn't see but we unlocked.
This must be prototypes of you. Look at your fucking unicorn head in the last one.
Look at the fucking beard.
Oh yeah.
Wow!
Oh, alternate Lynn designs. Wow, she definitely went through some differences.
Yeah, I like
Sherlock Holmes Lynn on the side there.
I like the Lynn we ended up with. It very much fit her personality more.
Yeah.
Other Lyns.
We're getting there. We're getting closer.
Oh, never mind.
And he got smaller every time they designed him. And I got bigger, but more professional.
Wow, she
All right.
does not look amused.
Was that prototype missile? Oh my goodness.
They said he was a Pomeranian. I like to imagine this is what they're like. All right, we want to have a dog in there named Missile. All right, let's sketch this up, and he looks at it. He's like, no, Pomeranian.
It's like, but we didn't have to animate the tail in this one.
I'm Missile.
Scary missile.
The bitchy lady who got fatter as it went along.
She got thick.
Who is this? Is this supposed
Is this Memory?
memory? I don't know. Like she does not. She doesn't look familiar at all. Like the only person
She's
we
got
saw.
the green hair and the face.
Memory didn't have green hair.
Memory has green hair under her chicken hat.
Oh, I wasn't really paying much attention to that. Oh, here's the Justice Minister.
The minister, yep. Wow, he started off very different. He started off looking like a salary worker.
Imagine if I think maybe over on the left, this isn't meant to be the minister. This is someone else. I think maybe it's like Cavanella or like just like a generic detective or something. And then over to the right here's Justice Minister. Hey, it's
two detectives. And then it looks like they went back to the first one.
Yeah.
Look how grizzled the green guy is in the second one.
Yeah, why does he have a blue beard? He's half blue Russian.
Yeah, I think that's why they realized they couldn't do that. Cabanella.
Cabanella started off as just Gumshoe.
And then Fancy Gumshoe.
Looks
and then got even fancier.
Looks very evil on the right there. Also, hang on a second.
I guess this is our park hobo? Park guy, yeah. I see they decided against having him have a hat.
Sorry, I had to check something.
Yeah, we think this is park guy. They decided against him having a hat.
How do you know what the thing he has at the end isn't a hat? The pigeon guy.
There's this, pigeon guy. He used to be an engineer, apparently.
Look at that buck tooth on the left.
That's Chef. And
I think this is Memory.
I think they kind of combined Memory with that other one because the other one had her face.
Why does the
Also,
chef?
that guy on the right has a fish face.
Yeah, why does he look like a fish?
Maybe he was supposed to be a fish chef. All right, Jowd in prison. Some animations is sketchboards. Yep.
Yeah. Fell down.
She looks like she's about to sneeze at that upper right one.
Well, I think she is, because remember, she did sneeze, and then we gave her the umbrella.
Ah, right. Fair point. So they had this whole first scene, like, sketched out pretty clear.
The god.
All right, being attacked. Oh, look, there's her, drowned.
As God intended. Escaping. On the upper left, I have a gun. Lower right, I have a finger.
It's interesting how they decide to always keep the front towards the screen when they're doing it.
Just kind of skimming through this because we know we get the idea here. God damn.
They wanted the detail.
How much is there of this? Oh, they X'd out a lot of things here.
Nah, don't do that. No.
Oh, the snipers.
Different poses.
They had the donut.
They had an idea of bouncing the donut off the guy's face. Oh no, wait, that was when he was eating it.
Well, there was, there's a shitload of these.
Wait, was there some? What does that say?
Huh?
What did those ones we haven't unlocked say?
I'll check.
You say you'll check whenever you looked away from them.
What? That's what I'm doing. I'm going through them.
No, look for the meteor.
Oh, that.
Those at the bottom.
Well, this is just the video, I think.
Yeah, but next is what? Okay, no, go back.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, what is that bottom? What are those?
Oh, this is for completing the puzzles, I think.
Is that what it says?
Complete Lynn's apartment 3x3 puzzle.
Oh yeah, where do we find the puzzles?
Oh, that's also an extra. Let me grab the controller. Alright, memories.
Wait, look at the assassin again. Cha. Oh, in case you kept flicking over it before he flicked his gun, it was look like he was just doing a shimmy. See?
Yeah. The other me. Alright. Music. I'm just going in here just to make the exclamation mark go away.
Oh, I guess that other thing is the one where it says ghost puzzle.
Lynn's apartment, guard room on the road.
Okay, what we got?
Lynn's apartment, 3x... Oh, is it literally just a puzzle?
Maybe. Oh, it's a slide puzzle. A moving slide puzzle.
Let's see.
And it says the blank one should be in the bottom right when you're done.
Okay. Oh, no. Okay, so... There we go. So... Those two are connected properly. Okay, so these need to be... This needs to go more to the side.
That's what it reminds me of some Scooby-Doo hallway chase. If I may, Max, I think that one you have in the top left right now goes in the top right.
I know.
I can see what connects to it in the bottom.
I'm working on one thing at a time here, Rhino.
Fair enough. I've never been great at these.
All right. I know that.
Interesting that these are the kinds of puzzles they put in, though.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about the challenges. But I guess those don't really unlock much.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the lower left is these two. And then that goes there. Okay, I'm gonna need to move that out of place for just a moment here. That's where that goes. That's where that goes. No. No, hang on. Okay. Because basically I need to swap these two and then these two. So let's see.
Yeah, when I first watched this game, I was shocked by how much the story drew me, and I was like, okay, it's some little random Rube Goldberg machine game, and then it's just the story just goes and goes and goes.
Yeah.
Like I said, I always enjoy a game that explains pretty much every question you have by the end. Then here it's like, that all wrapped up. But wait, who was Ray? Surprise, I was Ray.
I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just trying to slide them in the correct way because I know it's like. As of now, this needs to go here and this needs to go here, and then that's correct. So. Gotta switch a lot of things around to do this. Okay. I need to shunt you to the side for now. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of slide puzzles generally. Just because, like, it's one of those things where it's like I know what I need to do. It's just actually getting it there is annoying.
Yeah, I got you.
Tends to be my big problem with like Phoenix Wright and games like that as well, because like I know what here we go. Because like I know what I want to say, but I don't know how the game expects me to say it, sort of.
Oh, goodness.
The music doesn't help.
Yeah, the tension music.
Alright. You know what? Let's do all the 3x3s first, and then we'll go.
I'm curious if any of...
Yeah!
Oh, he's gonna be doing the dance the whole time.
Sure is.
I'm curious if, like, the 5x5s are actually necessary, or if it's just the 3x3s we need to do.
Alright. Okay. I think that's where that goes. That goes above this one, which goes there, so... Okay. Okay.
At least the music is better in this one.
Yeah, it's not as tense.
It's like jazzy bongos.
No, that doesn't help. Boy. Okay, that's gonna be there, I'm pretty sure. This is meant to be the bottom right. Wait, no, there is no bottom right because that's the blank one. So... Okay, that's where it goes. Okay, there we go. Oh! I mean, that helps save time, I guess. Okay. Okay, I gotta get that to the upper left. Or, wait, is that the right one to go? No, that doesn't go there. Duh. It's the other one that goes there. Okay, that goes there. I do wish there were more than 3 notes in this song. Panic dance. Okay, so yeah, that goes there, and then this thing here, I'm pretty sure goes at the top right. So, That didn't help anything.
Ultimately, this is going to come down to me hitting a bunch of things randomly and hoping it gets solved.
Let's see.
I do love just seeing him peek out as he does his dancing. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. This needs to go there. Do. I'm gonna hear this in my nightmares.
I think I'm slowly getting how this stuff works.
Yeah. Like, I know how it works, it's just a pain in, like, actually figuring out, like, where the stuff's supposed to go. I know there's the hint option glaring at me, but no.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. I assume that if I do that, it'll, like, set something or like, do a move for me. Oh, hang on. Getting somewhere here.
I'm trying not to interrupt you, but I really want to hear more of your thoughts on the game.
We will get to that.
Fair enough.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, this is definitely not what I thought it was going to be, I'll say that. Regarding regarding the puzzles.
That's why I'm wondering about the challenges, because those seem to actually involve the ghost puzzles, but they seem to be just doing specific things in them.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because one of them was, like, for failing in a certain way. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing all of these on stream, just because this is a pain. I think we're just going to do the 3x3 for each.
Fair enough.
God. Yeah, I'm not a fan of sliding puzzles. Too much for me.
I still wait, you guys, going to come back to you still doing this. Look, they're not the easiest things in the world, Solar.
Yeah.
And we refuse to, and he refuses to use hints.
You would refuse to use a hint, too.
I specifically avoided saying we.
How am I supposed to get this into that corner while keeping these here? Yeah, I feel like nobody likes sliding puzzles. This is kind of a disappointing, like the game itself was great. If this is all that really got added...
wait.
What?
Bring that middle one up and then do like a counterclockwise rotation.
For everything?
No, for that top left corner. There you go, you got the top.
Okay. You need to go away for a moment.
Essentially, the way
I kind of get into these is I think of it as just like 4 rotating circles that intersect in the middle, and you're using it to switch stuff around.
Yeah.
Hold up.
What?
Okay. Okay, so the point is we need to get that one over there. So rotate the, yeah, and then down, side, and so the point is now we need
This
to
needs to get
it.
here, and that's it.
All right, so up, left, and so now make that one. So those are now in line. All right.
Ah, panic dance, panic dance! Everybody do the panic dance. Fate averted. On the road. Oh, this
is a new one.
Yeah. Oh, and it's different music. Oh, wait. Oh, I think it's
Everyone running.
the Cabanella. Oh boy. Okay.
Wee.
Bike's probably meant to be at the bottom. The bike and the legs are probably the bottom. We have these lined up properly.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe. It's a looping thing, so it honestly is a little harder. So at least we know the street goes on the street level, on the bottom. So that's fairly easy to get. Okay, so
no matter
we
what,
have
I'm
the
gonna have to
bottom
move
right
that.
correctly.
Let's see.
Or sorry, the bottom left. Bottom left we had.
Yeah, bottom left is correct, but I'm gonna need to move it in order to move this one down. I don't really have a choice in that.
Yeah, but then they're gonna be reverse.
There we go.
All right. So now
Now-
all we need to do is shift the top and how it goes.
Let's see.
Oh, that looks good. So I think
We just need to swap these two!
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, hang on. I think maybe...
Just shifting the order of how they are.
No, that didn't... Well, that sort of helped. This needs to go up there now. I like how it's specifically these 4 for some reason.
I guess they're the ones we saw going at speed.
We should have had Jowd rolling around.
Yeah, but he would only take out the middle part. He wouldn't help.
Sometimes that's all you need. What?
Those are not in the right order.
Yeah, somehow I feel like I've done them in different order, like twice, and it just doesn't work out. What's going on here? Something's messing with my mind here. There we go. I think the one in the upper left isn't supposed to be there. The one in the upper left is supposed to be far right.
How can you? Oh, it's the background isn't lining up, huh?
Yeah.
This one's a bit trickier. Honestly, I lose track of which are which.
guy running and just the legs matching up with these. It's like that Super Mario Bros. 3 minigame. Come on, back to where I fucking started every time. I swear to God that was the right order! What happened? No, because it ends up over there. Jesus Christ. I fucking hate sliding puzzles. I'm learning now just how much I hate them. It's constantly like, I'm right there, I'm right there, I'm one off, but I have to undo the entire thing in order to get that one.
Would you consider a Rubik's Cube a sliding puzzle?
Yes, I always hated Rubik's Cubes too. For the exact same reason. Like, I would get one side all the right color, and then it's like, alright, how do I get the others the right color without breaking it?
And the answer is you don't.
Yeah. I don't understand how the fuck people could, like, do Rubik's Cubes in, like, 10 seconds or whatever the hell it is.
Pattern recognition, I guess.
I'm so mad. Okay, we got the top.
Woo!
Close enough, right?
Nah, you got this. The top should be the hard part, right? Okay, I think if you just do a big rotation of the okay, yep.
Well, we end up with, like, it's correct, but they're on the wrong layers.
Okay, so let's not fuck this up. We're in a good spot here.
I mean, we're not. Let's see.
Okay, so if we move... Okay, okay. Alright. Okay, yep.
Heading out. Yeah, see you later, Solar. No worries. And we're done.
Good timing, Solar.
Oh, hey, there's the others.
Oh, hey.
We were
We're
chasing
chasing
them
a
the
rat.
whole time. We're playing fuck no.
Illustrations. What do we get for that? Your favorite.
This guy, her, I'm dead,
Yeah.
and then back up here. All right,
All right.
and then the others we would get for doing them all as 4x4 and 5x5s.
Yeah, but
If I'm gonna do that, it's not gonna be on stream.
So,
Definitely liked the game. Very good.
yeah,
Has this?
glad you liked it.
Let's see. I'm looking up Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Like, see, I know it was published by Capcom. Were there? Did the people who made it? Did they make anything else?
Well, it's Shu Takumi, who has made other stuff.
Shu Takumi. Resident Evil 2. You know what? This suddenly makes a lot of sense. He made Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations, Apollo Justice, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, and then The Great Ace Attorney, and also Monster Hunter Riders.
I did tell you it was the same people and same universe.
Well, I thought it was just like they were both done by Capcom.
No.
But yeah, seems like it's like he did Ace Attorney, and then he has credits here for like, you know, Dino Crisis, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I assume he was just supervising Phoenix's inclusion. And then he was a quest writer for Monster Hunter Riders. But yeah, basically it's this and Phoenix Wright are the things he actually like did.
Yep. You could definitely tell a little bit of the Phoenix Wright inspiration in it, but you can also tell that this is its own thing.
Yeah. Definitely can see Phoenix Wright inspiration with like you know, the eccentric characters, the music. This was all very good. I kind of hope they do another game like this at some point. Maybe like they could always just do like what other games do, where it's like it's the same idea but just a separate setting and such.
Maybe.
I'm
same
trying-
system.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of examples off the top of my head, but I can't really.
Same system and mechanics, but different game.
Yeah, different game or just different story that uses the that uses the mechanics again. And I honestly,
Yeah.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head that really fits that, but still,
Yeah, I think
I
that'd
know
be
it's been done.
more difficult to do with this game because half of it was the mystery.
That's true.
Don't get me wrong, I'd be all for it if they could figure out a way to, but I could see why it might be considered difficult.
Yeah. Still, this was fun.
I am very glad that you enjoyed it. I was kind of worried I would like hype it up too much, so I tried to be a little downplay about it and just say it's good. And it's also one of those games where it's best if the person goes in knowing nothing.
Yeah. This definitely seems like the sort of thing if I were to look it up on TV tropes, it would just be as spoilers instantly. Like, you play a Sissel, a cat.
And it's like the dog dies, but doesn't stay dead. And also the dog is the mastermind.
And also he's old. And also you're not you. And also
And also
you're
time travel.
and also you're evil, but not evil. And also Lynn dies 5 times. Alright, well, that's where we're going to end this off.
Alright.
So, Wednesday for Poke D&D is the next thing that's happening. And then, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to remember the schedule. And then, was it? Thursday, Jackbox Party Pack 10 comes out. we're gonna be doing that. And then Friday, we're starting The Quarry.
Yeah, which that'll be interesting. Is that a long game, by the way?
I don't think it's particularly long. I know some other people who've, like, beaten it in, like, 2 or 3 streams. But I also don't know what ending they got. It is one of those, like, multiple ending type games. We'll definitely have it done before the end of October. I feel very confident in that.
Okay, if you're sure.
Yeah. Like, we can, like, as long as if it's the two of us, I think we'll definitely have it done before the end of October, because it's gonna be, like, probably at least twice a week, considering we don't have anything else major to take that role. So yeah, we'll definitely get that done.
We have stuff that could, but
we're gonna hold off on, oh wait, yeah, the next thing we're starting besides Quarry is Dark Souls starting next month.
yeah. And maybe by the end of the year, on the anniversary of us attempting it before, we could try KOTOR.
Yeah, hopefully. Alright. Farewell, everyone who came out for this, and always remember to do the panic dance.
And always remember, your pets will become ghosts to save you.
And always remember, hi, I'm Missile!
Missile!
Missile! Ha-cha-cha.